Hey guys, long time no talk. So I am sitting 3 weeks out from the NPC Gladiator Championships in Baltimore. I just arrived at Bev's Gym in Long Island. I took the trip out here today. It's Saturday. Exactly 3 weeks out, like I said. So I want to try to take advantage of their posing room here as much as possible before my show, because they really do have the best mirrors that I have access to or know about in the tri-state area. So I drove out from Staten Island. It was like an hour and 15 minutes to get here. Really didn't hit much traffic, so it was a nice smooth ride today. I brought some food with me. I have my actual bikini for the show in here along with my posing heels. Yeah, I had 2 rice cakes on the way. This morning I had my regular breakfast, which I have every day, which is 5 egg whites, 40 grams of oatmeal, and a scoop of peanut butter with a little bit of Walden's Farm syrup on top. So yeah, I have my BCAAs here that I'm going to sip on when I do cardio. On the way here I had to stop and get gas, so I actually picked up a Monster as well. So I'll probably sip on this while I'm in there. Keep in mind that this is not 0 calories, this is 6 carbs for the drink, so it's not a lot, but it does count. So I will incorporate that into my macros for the day. And yeah, I'm excited to be here. I was here a couple weeks ago, ran through my posing. I haven't been vlogging at all since maybe like October, because COVID got bad again in New York and things just got really hectic and it wasn't a typical schedule for me anymore. So it's been difficult to try and still work my full-time job and prep and give that my all, as well as vlog and make content and do all that. You know, it's a balancing act. So right now I am trying to give an update to everyone. While I'm in there, I'll try and record some of my workouts if I can, and I will show you my posing routine. I'll show you a physique update so you guys can see where I'm at and what I've been doing over the past couple months. And I've made a lot of progress, and I have to say, like, embarrassing as it is, this morning I was in the shower and I was listening to music, and there's this band that I like called Anathema, and the lyrics to one of their songs is "The fear is just an illusion," and he just keeps saying it and he just keeps singing it in this certain part of the song. And like, just knowing all the lyrics and listening to it and just like reminiscing back on how a couple years ago I didn't even think I was ever going to be able to step on stage ever again. After having my surgeries and seeing my scars and just being in a really bad headspace in many different aspects. I was in an awful abusive relationship at that point still, and was very secretive about that. I was going through a lot, and you know, I still came through to the other side. Like they say, there's no way out except to go through. So I went through the mess. I went through all the nonsense and all the hurt and the pain and the healing and everything that I had to do. And although I was terrified to start doing this again, and I was afraid at every step of the way of the unknown and not knowing what was going to happen next and waiting for the next shoe to drop, I came to this point where I've made so much progress. I am basically ready weeks before the show even happens, so I'm able to reverse my way into the show instead of panicking and cutting and trying to diet my way in and doing weird manipulations. And like, it really made me realize that the fear really is just an illusion, and like, you're always going to be afraid to do something new or do something different or do something for the first time. That's going to be there every single time you attempt to try something new. But if you allow the fear to hold you back, you're never going to see what lies on the other side of trying. So for me, it's being able to look in the mirror and know that I did everything I could do or had to do to make this prep as successful and look as good as I have ever looked ever before. And I am able to look in the mirror and, like, even when I think I'm having a bad day or when I can't make it to the gym, or like, my diet's really always on point, so I can't say, or when I cheat on my diet, but like, you know, you have days where you're not giving 100% because there's just so much going on. And at the end of those days, when I'm about to take my shower for the night and I look in the mirror and I run through my posing, I realize that like, I have nothing to worry about. Like, I am as good as I have ever been, if the best I have ever been. And I made it through the pain and made it through the fear, and it was not real, because now there's nothing to be afraid of, and the fear really is just an illusion. and I'm in the shower and I'm listening to the lyrics and thinking about all this, and like I just started like sobbing, like grateful tears. I was not sad at all. I was just kind of like, holy shit, I fucking did it type of crying, and like I'm gonna cry now because it's like it's just very motivational. I don't know what it is. It's just very like unreal. It's very surreal to like just know that like months ago or years ago when I would just be in my house by myself and like silly me just like running through posing routines, looking in the mirror, nowhere near stage ready or close to a show, but always having that drive and that fire in my head about competing, and like even then thinking like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get there again, like it's wishful thinking, I'm dreaming, and like I got there again. I'm looking at pictures from my last shows in 2016 and like I don't even recognize her. I don't even relate to her. I don't even look like her. Like my physique is entirely different, and it's all because of the work that I put in. Like no one can take credit for what I did except for me, because that's the best thing about fitness, is you're never going to get results out of it that you didn't put into it, and everything that you get out of it is because of you. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready to kill this workout, get this posing in, and eat this effing food on the way home. And hopefully I don't hit traffic on the way back. This was longer than I was expecting it to be. I was really just gonna pop in here and start the vlog, but now that I've started and kind of ranted, let's move on and get this workout going. See you in the next clip. Well, you see this wet floor sign and the nice amount of water shining off the floor? Yeah, that's because my stupid ass just dropped my entire gallon of water on the floor. So, had to get it mopped up. Had to be the dickhead to say, hey, do you have 1,000 paper towels? To the people at the front desk, but shit happens. At least I told them, right? Some people would have probably just left it and walked away. Heyo, so I just finished my lift. There's some guys in the posing room, so I have my suit on. I'm waiting to have them fucking leave and stop taking pictures, because they're not posing for like a show, they're just being assholes. So as soon as they're done, I probably won't wait more than like another 5 minutes because I need to eat, but yeah, I want to at least run through the closing routine at least one time. I put the suit on, for Christ's sake, so hopefully these idiots get the fuck out of there soon. But yeah, I had a good lift, I had good cardio. Other than dropping my entire gallon in the bathroom floor, it was a great success. Hey guys, so here I am just running through a sped up version of my posing routine. I think at this point I'm pretty solid with my routine and how I'm looking and placement and things like that. The lighting in there is actually awesome and totally created for competitors. That's why I like going to Bev's gym the most to do my posing practice, because it gives you the privacy, number one, of being in that room by yourself, and the mirrors are positioned absolutely perfectly to be able to see every angle of your body that you need to see so that you can pose it properly. Because most competitors don't realize, at least when you're first starting, that it's not necessarily about having the best body on stage, it's about having the best presented body on stage. So you can manipulate how you look by posing certain places differently, and you kind of get a little bit of a personality that you can add into it as well, because especially in the bikini division, they want to see that. They want to see the sass, they want to see the shape, they want to see the symmetry, and they want to see you being sexy. That's the total package. They're looking for that girl. The second she steps on stage, you should be that to them immediately. Wow. Hey guys, good morning. Still in the same sweatshirt from yesterday. It's 9:16 a.m. on Sunday, February 21st. I'm just sipping my morning coffee. Dogs are outside. I was up maybe 7:30, 7:45 today, so I haven't eaten yet. I usually have coffee and chug water in the morning before I have coffee. I do that every day because I make coffee like my reward, to make sure that I get my water in. But yesterday, so I went to Bev's gym. You'll probably have seen clips me driving home, just showed some scenery. Sat in a bit of traffic on the way back, but that was inevitable because it was like 5 o'clock. So obviously coming from Long Island to Staten Island, I'm going to hit traffic at some point. So when I left the gym yesterday, you guys saw I dropped my water, my gallon, and shattered it all over the floor. So that was fun. But when I was still training yesterday, I did legs while I was there, obviously, like basically like glute and hamstring focus workout. And I was doing like they have a booty blaster machine there, which I actually really like because there isn't one of those at my gym. And there was a girl next to me, like probably maybe like in her early 20s. I'm 32. I just turned 32 on January 1st. So she was probably like in her early 20s, I would say. And I was paying no mind to anyone there. I'm not like a people watcher in the gym because I know that I don't like when people watch me and it's disrespectful, it just keeps to yourself. So I'm just keeping to myself. I'm working out. Occasionally I was probably hitting some poses in the mirror, but it wasn't super packed yesterday, so I didn't feel like intimidated by anyone else there or anything. But this girl, she's like on the machine directly next to me. She's doing hip thrusts. And she makes it a point to be like, "Hey, are you getting ready for a show?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, just, making small talk, like I'm 3 weeks out, blah, blah, blah. "Do you compete?" Yada, yada. And she was like, "No, but I really, really want to." She's like, "I just want to say that you look amazing. You look so good. Like, good luck." She was just so nice. And it was so just like, it was a nice experience because in my gym in Staten Island, there's not many competitors there. So people probably just think I'm like freakishly lean or on like steroids or something for like whatever reason. But when you're at Bev's gym, a lot of people there are competitors, so it's pretty common that if you talk to someone, they probably have done a show before or are prepping for a show. So I was just kind of talking to her, and I was like, obviously so grateful of everything that she was saying to me, but like trying to get her to compete too, because I think it's something that everyone should at least try once in their life. Maybe you fall in love with it like me and you want to do it all the time, but I think everyone should take their bodies to its like alpha level, optimal level physique just once in your life. Like just to know what it feels like to be able to say like, I made the most of what I was given. Everyone has their own genetics that are going to be at play when it comes to bodybuilding and physique building and stuff like that. But you can manipulate that. And that's the fun part about it. So anyway, so yeah, I left the gym, and when I had gotten there, I parked in a spot that was kind of shaded, but the sun was still pretty much out at that point, and I saw that there was a lot of like slush and ice where I parked, but the whole parking lot at Bev's is pretty much a pothole city, so it's not like a regular parking lot. So I'm in this spot, and then I'm about to leave, and when I'm walking to my car, I look at my tires, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this ice has like frozen around my tires at this point, because now the sun was already down or coming down, and it was much colder out, and my car got stuck. So I'm like the asshole in the parking lot in this fucking frozen spot, slush everywhere. And when I'm trying to get out of the spot, and like I'm going back and forth trying to wiggle myself out, and all of a sudden this guy comes over, very cute, older looking guy, bald, beard, just my type. Of course, in an opportunity like that, right, when I'm stuck in a fucking spot, so he like just walks over to my car, and initially like I couldn't tell if it was because I was stuck in the ice or if like he had to tell me something, because he just kind of appeared. Like I didn't see him pull up, or I don't even know where he came from or went to at that point, because I didn't see him walk into the gym afterwards either. Very weird. Maybe he was an angel. But he like, at first he comes to the front of my car, because I'm pulled in, I have to back out, and he's pushing my car to try and get me out of the ice while I'm in reverse trying to, you know, back out. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, just because he doesn't know me at all, like, he doesn't have to help me, and to be pushing my car out, like, it was just like a knight in shining armor moment, you know? And then eventually, like, he was like, do you mind if I just get in and try and do it myself? And, like, I was like, good luck, you know? And a couple minutes later, he was able to back the car out. But at that point, we were breaking down that ice so much, running over it, that it was whatever. But, yeah, he just hops in my car, and then it was, thanks so much. I couldn't have done it without you. And he disappears into the ether. And I, like, drove out, like, wow. There are nice guys out there. There are people that are gonna help you with like zero other motive behind it, you know? It was just like nice, because like I said, he didn't have to do that, and he didn't have to get on his hands and knees and try and push my car out, and I'm stuck, and he's probably fearing for his life, like, this friggin' girl better not run me over or whatever. But it was just like, of course, you know, of course I would get stuck. Of course I would drop my entire gallon in the women's locker room. Of course this would all have to happen at Bev's gym. Anyway, so I ran through my posing when I was there before I had left. You probably saw some of that. I'm sure I threw in some clips prior to this. And, you know, I woke up in the morning, and before I even went into the gym, I was talking about how, like, amazing I felt, and I felt like I looked so good, and yada yada. But throughout the day, you know, when you're not eating a lot, you flatten out. So by the time I got into posing, and this was post 45 minutes of cardio, post doing legs and glutes, I was just very, like, watery. I didn't feel like I looked my best when I was in there posing. And when you don't look stage ready and full and tight, and, like, I know I looked good enough to post the videos, like, I'm not embarrassed of what I look like at all, but that right there is not my optimal. I'm not filled out. My glutes are definitely, like, they're watery. I felt it. Like, I felt the skin. I felt the muscle. Like, you could just tell. So I had to fill out. And I mean, I'm very lean at this point. And like I said, I've gotten lean very early. So now I can have a couple weeks to play with carbs and do a faux peak week and see how I'll look day of show. But last night when I got home, I was just like so shot from the entire day and the travel and everything like that, that I didn't post any clips after that. I didn't, you know, I didn't even look at the videos of posing until this morning. And so last night I wound up having like 7 rice cakes before I went to bed, because I was just like, I cannot lose my glutes. Like, I cannot lean out too much or get too small, because everything that I worked for to try and look like this year will disappear in the next 3 weeks if I'm not careful. Because when you're very lean and you're very stage ready, that's when shit starts going downhill, because your body does not want to hold on to muscle unless you're feeding it properly and you're training properly. Your body wants to keep you at homeostasis. So it takes a lot of calories and a lot of your energy to hold on to the muscle in your body. And your body doesn't want to do that. It wants you to stay soft and fat. It's just natural, you know? So these next 3 weeks are going to be challenging for me because I am self-coached and I'm doing this all myself because I want the experience of knowing what I'm doing before I hire someone to do it. And so I woke up this morning and immediately, like, I just, like, felt my glutes and I was like, all right, they're back. Like, I knew it. Like, they're definitely fuller. They're harder. They're there now just from 6 or 7 rice cakes at night. So, I mean, today I'll go to the gym. I'll try and do my posing again today. So maybe you could see the difference between yesterday's glutes and today's glutes. I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to get in there in a bikini because there's no private room at the gym in Staten Island that I go to. So I'm kind of just in the large training room with everyone else doing their own personal shit or hitting the bags. And it's like, before I was stage ready, I went in there a couple months ago and I did posing in one of my bikinis, and people acted like they never saw a girl in a bikini before. Like, it was kind of annoying. So I don't know if I want to keep doing that there, but I'm going to have no choice because my show is more important than these people's judgment, honestly. So we'll see if I could do that. I wore my Angel competition suit yesterday instead of my practice suit. I wore the actual stage suit yesterday that I plan on wearing for my first show, and it fits great. It was actually a little big, and I remember when I had first gotten it, it was a little small, and I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to fit into it at the show, but it fits, so I may have to actually be glued into the suit that day on the show, but that's fine. I'd rather it be a little bit too small, too big, than a little bit too small, you know? Yeah. So this was a 10-minute clip. I'm sorry for the length, but I haven't been vlogging in like months, so I just want to catch everyone up on what's been going on in my life. I still have morning voice until I start screaming at someone in my house or my family or dog. My voice is going to be a little hoarse in the morning. I still have yesterday's makeup on because, like I said, I'm in the same hoodie sweatshirt that I left there at the gym with last night. I just came home and I crashed. Like, I ate those rice cakes in bed. I was so tired. I was just ready for sleep. I was in bed by probably 9:30. So yeah. I'll take you through today, and we're sitting 3 weeks out, baby. So it's gonna fly by. I know the show is gonna be here before I know it. So I'm very excited. Hard work is paying off. Just now I have to be very careful that I don't lose the hard work and show up too small or too lean or too anything. Because in bikini you could be too anything and lose points. It's very subjective. All right, I'll see you guys when I head to the gym, or maybe breakfast. We'll see. Also, you could see how serious I am about competing this year. I have show dates, national shows, regional shows all lined up with what I've paid for already, what I have yet to buy, NPC cards still. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get nationally qualified at the Gladiators, but I also think I want to do the Clash as well. A couple of weeks later in Orlando, because there will be 2 head national judges there. Sandy Williamson will be there and Tyler Mannion will be there. So to get in front of them before a national show and get feedback would be the best route. And then I have my quote on the top, "What good shall I do today?" Benjamin Franklin. So this is breakfast. Drippy peanut butter. This is 40 grams oats, 5 egg whites, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and a little bit of Walden Farms syrup. Every day. Same thing. Love this. Hey guys, it's Sunday again. Do you like my lovely earrings? My sister picked me up these earrings from a flea market in Jersey she was at today, because I was talking to her the other day about possibly getting another set of earrings for my pink bikini that I plan on wearing this season. I wanted to get more of like an AB crystal as opposed to just a regular silver. So she saw these and she thought of me, which was nice of her, and she picked them up for me. I don't know if they're going to work for show day necessarily. I'll have to try it with the whole look, but I definitely love the stone. Like, you see the AB crystal, Aurora Borealis is what AB stands for those who don't know. But yeah, it was just nice of her to do that. So I actually just met up with her. I'm at Target, just left Target and Ulta across the street because I had to pick up a couple things in preparation for my show in a few weeks. I want to have like the little last minute things like makeup and all that stupid stuff like done ahead of time, so I'm not thinking about that. So I will show you what I got from Ulta. Alright, so I got a couple things. Lashes, of course. They had a lash sale going on for like a Valentine's Day sale or something, so I figured I might as well get a bunch of lashes. I really did not know what look to get for lashes because the selection was kind of minimal thanks to the sale, but I wound up getting this pack. I figured I'm going to be doing a couple shows this year, might as well just have them on deck. And these look nice and long and pretty and wispy and not super big or heavy where you're going to wind up having like a shadow that hangs over your eye, because you have to remember that the stages and the lights on the stage are going to be above you for the most part. So anything lighting wise that's above you is going to cast a shadow below you. So if your lashes are too big, they're going to cast a shadow under your eye and make you look like you have dark under eye circles. I got new strip lash adhesive, latex free, because I've noticed through the past couple of years that when I wear regular lash adhesive on my eyes, I basically cry the lashes off by the end of the night. It doesn't work. So I'll try this lash glue beforehand, make sure I have no issues, or it says non-irritating, but I am the exception to that rule, so we'll see if that works. I also got Kat Von D, I think they're KVD Beauty now, whatever, but I got Lolita again, this liquid lipstick, because I used to wear this shade like every day back in like 2014, 2013-ish, and it was like my go-to shade, and I think that this would be actually a really beautiful color for the stage with my green suit. So we will see. If not, at least I have Lolita again because it is a beautiful color, but I think this is going to be a nice color for the stage. I also got exfoliating gloves because any girl who does a show should be tanning the day before their show and should be exfoliating the shit off their skin the entire week before the show. So having these gloves makes that whole process a lot easier, and you know, it preps your skin and makes it nice and smooth and even so that the application of the tan is as effortless as possible. You know, any dry patches or weirdness on your skin needs to be eliminated prior to your spray tan. And I also got this Juvia's Place foundation. I got it in the shade Bogota, whatever. It's much deeper than my normal skin tone, obviously, because I am pale as fuck and I'm going to be having a spray tan. I actually don't even think you could see it in the tube. I'm not going to squirt it out, but I don't even know if this is going to be the right shade because thanks to friggin' COVID, you can't test any samples of foundations or anything like that, so I have no idea. But they said that you can return it if you don't use it if it's the wrong color, but hopefully it works. So this is my little haul, Ulta haul for now. I got to probably go to the gym soon and eat something. My stomach's been bothering me today, so I'm hoping that passes, but yeah, good little update. So here I actually might as well show you what Lolita looks like. This is Lolita, the first one, not Lolita 2. Kat Von D liquid lipstick. So you see the shade is going to be, I think, beautiful on stage. Because you got to keep in mind when you're picking your lip color, you do want your lips to show up on stage and look like you have a mouth. When you're so tan and the makeup is so dramatic, you can't skimp on your lip. You can't just do a normal day-to-day, everyday life type of nude lip on stage. In terms of stage, this is a nude lip. Because under the lights and under the tan, everything is got to be so much brighter and more impactful than when you're just looking at someone. Like, in fact, if you just look at someone's regular stage makeup, when you're talking to them in like a conversation, you'll probably think that they might look kind of bad. And then when you get on stage and all the pictures, it all comes together. So you want to think about that before you do your makeup. Don't mind my hairy hands. And my foundation sample, nice. But yeah, so I'm excited to have this color. I had a couple options on the back burner that I just had available from my makeup collection that I thought about wearing, but I told myself if I could find Lolita in stock somewhere, I'm going to go ahead and get it, because that's really the look in my head that I think I'm going to do. I mean, we'll see once show day comes around and the tan and everything, but this is the color. Love it. Beautiful. So I just got to the gym. I actually just got to Intox because it was right down the block from Target and Ulta. So instead of driving all the way to Crunch, I have a membership here. I'm paying for it every month. Might as well go to Intox. So I just got to the parking lot. I'm gonna do I want to try and cut down my cardio a little leading into the show. I've been doing like 45 minutes every day. I think I might do like 35 today and see, because after yesterday and like carbing up and everything, although my stomach is bugging me out today, I don't think it's because of the carbs, because I really didn't have that much more, that it was like exorbitant and my body's bugging out. So I think I'm gonna try and start decreasing my cardio a little leading into the show so I can up my food a little and fill out a bit more. Don't want to look skinny, I don't want to look stringy, I want to look full and muscular and feminine and sexy and all the above. So I'm gonna go bang out this cardio. I'm gonna do shoulders as well while I'm here. I don't have my gallon of water because I wasn't prepared on coming straight to the gym, but I did pack my cup thing of water, whatever the fuck this is called, cup. So hopefully that should be enough to get me through cardio and a lift, and then I'm gonna head home and chill for the rest of the day because I have a very big day planned tomorrow. I'm gonna be working probably from 8 in the morning till 8 at night again, because tomorrow is the big event that we have been prepping for all along at my job. So it's all finally coming to a head tomorrow, and then it'll be done and we can relax and chill and finally breathe. So I have a call a little bit later with my boss to go over everything for tomorrow, so we're prepped. So I got to get this cardio and this lift and my meal prepping, because I have to cook potatoes and rice later. I have to get that done. So let's fucking bang out this cardio. On the stairs, probably gonna do like 35 minutes or so. Might be only one. Competitors who, when they're on cardio, like every step you take, or on the treadmill, every step you take, you kind of like envision yourself on stage and how you're walking, and like you kind of just like swivel my hips. It must be great for all the guys behind me, but I'm visualizing here. I'm visualizing myself on stage and hitting each step. Sexy, sassy, gracefully. Yeah, practice makes perfect, right? I hope you can hear me. My headphones died, so I just have these in for show, so no one will talk to me. Did a little shoulders, and like I said, this is like blurring out the veins and the vascularity, so I actually look more shredded in person.